Sigma males often face significant challenges in finding love due to their distinct traits and personal inclinations that set them apart from the mainstream. Their intense independence and self-sufficiency can make them seem emotionally distant or unavailable to potential partners who seek closeness and mutual dependency. Sigma males prioritize personal goals and autonomy over social engagement, which can create barriers to forming deep, romantic connections. Their tendency to operate outside conventional social frameworks means they often reject traditional dating norms and expectations, making it harder to connect with those who value these structures. Furthermore, their strong sense of self and reluctance to conform can be perceived as standoffish or aloof, causing misunderstandings and difficulties in building emotional intimacy. Sigma males' preference for solitude and their resistance to compromise their personal values for the sake of a relationship can also lead to a lack of compatibility with partners who prioritize traditional relationship dynamics. This combination of traits, emotional detachment, nonconformity, and intense personal focus often results in a harsh reality where finding a meaningful, reciprocal love relationship proves to be a challenging endeavor. Number 1. Sigma males harbor a deep-seated disdain for modern dating culture, viewing it as superficial and frustratingly shallow. Imagine navigating through a store where every item appears flashy but lacks substance. That's how Sigma males perceive today's dating landscape. The reliance on dating apps, where judgments are made with a swift swipe based on a few photos or a brief bio, feels both reductive and impersonal to them. Sigma males value profound connections and meaningful conversations over the fleeting interactions typical of contemporary dating. They yearn for dialogue that extends beyond trivial small talk and find pickup lines and surface-level flattery insincere and off-putting. Instead of engaging in games or adhering to convoluted dating strategies, Sigma males prefer to express their feelings straightforwardly, without pretense or manipulation. Their approach is grounded in logic and genuine desire for a deep connection, which often puts them at odds with a dating culture that prioritizes appearance and novelty over true intimacy. This clash makes it challenging for them to find relationships that resonate with their ideals, leaving them feeling increasingly disconnected from the prevailing norms of romance. Number 2. Sigma males see the world through a lens that few others can fully comprehend, making their perspective both unique and challenging to connect with. Their thought processes delve deep into the fabric of existence, often reflecting a profound level of introspection and philosophical inquiry. This deeper view of life can make Sigma males appear enigmatic, much like having a playlist that speaks volumes to them but sounds obscure to others. In the realm of romantic relationships, this distinctive worldview can create a significant barrier to finding a partner who truly understands and aligns with their outlook. They are often drawn to existential questions and abstract concepts that may be overwhelming or unfamiliar to those who are more focused on everyday concerns. Consequently, finding someone who resonates with their deep, often unconventional insights becomes a rare endeavor. Their profound reflections can set them apart, but also leave them feeling isolated, as they seek a romantic connection that can match the depth and nuance of their own understanding of the world. Number 3. Sigma males are predisposed to exploring existential concerns, driven by a quest for deeper understanding of life and the universe. Their minds are naturally inclined towards contemplating profound questions about existence, purpose, and the nature of reality. While many people are content with everyday chatter about popular culture or current events, Sigma males are engrossed in more abstract and philosophical reflections. This intense focus on existential issues can make them appear intimidating or overwhelming to potential partners who are more accustomed to conventional discussions. For modern women, who may be caught up in the demands of daily life and immediate gratifications, engaging with the vastness of a Sigma male's contemplations can feel like an unwelcome challenge. The contrast between their lofty, introspective musings and the more immediate concerns of everyday life can create a disconnect, making it difficult for them to find someone who shares or even appreciates their depth of thought. This existential bent, while a source of intellectual richness, can also be a barrier in the search for romantic connections. Number 4, Sigma males often have niche interests that set them apart from the mainstream. Their passions might include obscure hobbies or unique areas of study, such as deciphering ancient texts, studying rare animal behaviors, or engaging in unconventional forms of art. These interests are not typical conversation starters and often diverge significantly from common topics of discussion. While such unique pursuits can make Sigma males stand out, they can also pose challenges in forming romantic relationships. When attempting to share these passions with potential partners, Sigma males frequently encounter indifference or lack of understanding. For many, the appeal of mainstream interests such as popular TV shows or trending topics dominates, leaving Sigma males to navigate a landscape where their specialized hobbies are met with polite nods rather than genuine engagement. Finding a partner who not only appreciates but also shares or is enthusiastic about these niche interests can be an arduous task, complicating their journey to find a meaningful and compatible romantic connection. Number 5, Sigma males are often so engrossed in their personal goals and interests that romantic pursuits take a secondary role in their lives. Their focus on achieving personal ambitions and excelling in their fields is akin to a laser beam, directing their energy and attention towards their goals. This intense dedication can sometimes overshadow their desire for romantic relationships, leading to missed opportunities for love. It's not that Sigma males lack emotional depth or the desire for companionship, rather, their priorities are skewed heavily towards their personal projects and achievements. Much like someone so absorbed in a gripping book that they forget to eat, Sigma males might find themselves so absorbed in their endeavors that romantic opportunities pass them by. Balancing their drive for success with the innate human need for connection and love can be challenging. Their commitment to personal growth and achievements often means that the pursuit of romance is placed on hold, making it a secondary concern in their otherwise focused lives. Number 6, Sigma males frequently encounter a disconnect with modern women due to differing core values. In a dating culture that often prioritizes superficial interactions and transient trends, Sigma males find themselves at odds with the prevailing norms. They hold a deep appreciation for authenticity, commitment, and meaningful connections, values that contrast sharply with the emphasis on online personas and fleeting impressions that dominate contemporary dating. This misalignment can create a significant barrier as Sigma males seek relationships built on sincerity and mutual respect rather than the superficial or transient aspects that many modern dating practices emphasize. The result is a sense of disconnection, as Sigma males struggle to find partners who share or appreciate their values. Their quest for genuine relationships often feels like navigating a landscape where their ideals are not widely shared, leaving them feeling isolated in their search for a compatible and meaningful romantic connection. Number 7, Sigma males are remarkably selective about who they allow into their inner emotional circle, exercising extreme caution with their vulnerability. Their private nature means they guard their deeper feelings and personal experiences with great care. When it comes to romantic relationships, they are particularly discerning, often keeping their emotions and vulnerabilities tightly controlled until they are certain of their partner's trustworthiness. This cautious approach can create a significant barrier in building intimacy, as their reticence to open up might slow the development of a deep emotional connection. Sigma males require a substantial level of trust and genuine connection before they feel comfortable revealing their inner selves. For potential romantic partners, earning this trust involves demonstrating consistent understanding and respect. Breaking through this emotional barrier is a substantial challenge, emphasizing the need for patience and authentic connection. For Sigma males, finding a partner who can navigate their guarded nature and foster a true emotional bond is both a complex and critical endeavor in their search for a meaningful relationship. Number 8, Sigma males often find themselves on the fringes of mainstream social activities, where their unique qualities are both a blessing and a curse. Imagine attending a bustling party where everyone is engaged in the latest trends and discussions. Sigma males, with their deep-seated passions and unconventional interests, may feel like a fish out of water in such environments. Their preference for meaningful conversations over shallow banter makes it challenging to fit in with crowds that prioritize superficial interactions. This sense of being an outsider can lead to a feeling of isolation, even in the midst of social gatherings. While they might appreciate the energy and diversity of these events, they often struggle to find genuine connections amidst the noise. Their reluctance to conform to social norms or engage in small talk can make it difficult for them to forge relationships in these settings. Consequently, Sigma males might retreat to quieter spaces where they can engage in more substantial dialogues or pursue their individual interests, further reinforcing their detachment from conventional social scenes. Their struggle to balance their need for deep connection with the superficial demands of social interactions can make forming lasting bonds a challenging endeavor. Number 9. Sigma males often wrestle with the challenge of communicating their true selves in a world that values instant impressions and quick judgments. Imagine a scenario where you're trying to express your most profound thoughts and feelings, but the listener is only interested in the surface-level aspects of your story. Sigma males face this disconnect regularly, as their deep, introspective nature can be at odds with a culture that often values brevity and immediacy. When they attempt to convey their complex emotions or philosophical musings, they may encounter listeners who are either uninterested or unable to engage at the level they desire. This can lead to frustration and a sense of being misunderstood or dismissed. Their natural inclination towards detailed and nuanced conversation can be perceived as overly intense or impractical in casual settings. As a result, Sigma males might feel compelled to simplify or dilute their expressions to fit into the more superficial exchanges expected in everyday interactions. This constant negotiation between authenticity and societal expectations can make it difficult for them to find a space where they can fully be themselves and connect with others on a meaningful level. Number 10. Sigma males often face the challenge of managing their intense focus on personal projects and ambitions, which can sometimes come across as obsession to those around them. Imagine a person who is so engrossed in their work or hobby that it dominates every conversation and thought. For Sigma males, this high level of dedication is driven by their desire for excellence and mastery, but it can also create tension in their personal relationships. Their single-minded pursuit of goals can make it difficult for them to balance their professional or personal passions with the needs and expectations of others. Friends, family, and romantic partners may struggle to understand or relate to the depth of their commitment, leading to feelings of isolation or frustration. While Sigma males are driven by a need to excel and achieve, this relentless focus can sometimes make them seem distant or disengaged from the everyday concerns of those around them. Their intense dedication, though admirable, can create a dynamic where their priorities appear out of alignment with the more balanced expectations of their social circles, challenging their ability to maintain harmonious relationships. Number 11. Sigma males often grapple with the difficulty of finding genuine connections in a world that values surface-level interactions. Their preference for depth and authenticity can leave them feeling out of sync with a society that frequently prioritizes quick judgments and superficial engagements. Imagine navigating a social landscape where many interactions are driven by convenience and immediate gratification rather than meaningful exchanges. Sigma males, with their desire for profound connections, may find themselves struggling to establish relationships that meet their high standards for sincerity and emotional depth. They are not easily swayed by superficial charm or fleeting trends, which can make them appear aloof or overly selective. Their insistence on authenticity can lead to a sense of alienation, as they may feel disconnected from others who are more focused on maintaining appearances or adhering to social norms. This quest for genuine connections often results in Sigma males spending more time in solitude or in the company of a select few who truly understand and appreciate their approach to relationships, making their search for meaningful interactions both a defining and challenging aspect of their lives. Number 12. Sigma males frequently encounter the challenge of navigating a world that often emphasizes conformity and collective norms. Their natural inclination towards independence and self-reliance can make them feel out of place in environments that prioritize group dynamics and social expectations. Imagine working in a setting where teamwork and consensus are highly valued, yet your preference for working alone and following your own path is met with skepticism or resistance. Sigma males, who thrive on autonomy and personal initiative, may find it difficult to fit into roles or situations that require strict adherence to conventional methods or groupthink. Their tendency to challenge norms and seek alternative approaches can lead to friction with those who are more comfortable with established procedures. This clash between their desire for independence and the demands of conformist environments can create a sense of isolation or frustration. As Sigma males strive to maintain their unique approach while navigating the pressures of collective expectations, balancing their need for autonomy with the practicalities of collaborative settings often becomes a complex and ongoing challenge. Number 13. Sigma males often struggle with the perception that their reserved nature equates to a lack of interest or engagement in social situations. Imagine being in a room full of people who are animatedly discussing various topics, while you prefer to observe quietly, taking in the nuances of the conversation. Sigma males' tendency to remain reserved and introspective can be misinterpreted by others as aloofness or disinterest, even when they are fully engaged and actively processing their surroundings. Their quiet demeanor is often a deliberate choice, reflecting a preference for deep thinking and careful observation rather than overt participation. However, this can create misunderstandings and distance in both personal and professional relationships. People might struggle to gauge their level of involvement or intentions, leading to miscommunication and potential social friction. Sigma males' challenge lies in finding a balance between their natural inclination to stay reserved and the need to communicate effectively with others who may not immediately understand or appreciate their approach to interaction. Number 14. Sigma males often find themselves at odds with the conventional societal expectations of success and status. Their unconventional paths and unique definitions of achievement can make them feel out of sync with mainstream measures of success, such as climbing corporate ladders or accumulating material wealth. Imagine someone who defines personal success by personal fulfillment and intellectual growth rather than by traditional markers like job titles or financial status. Sigma males are driven by intrinsic motivations and personal values, often prioritizing personal satisfaction and autonomy over societal accolades. This divergence can lead to a sense of alienation from a culture that frequently celebrates conventional successes. Their approach to life and success may be seen as unconventional or even impractical by those who adhere to traditional metrics. As a result, Sigma males may struggle to find recognition or validation from a society that places high value on conformity and conventional achievements. Their focus on personal fulfillment and alternative paths can make them appear detached or non-conforming, posing challenges in navigating social expectations and gaining broader acceptance. Number 15. Sigma males often exhibit a profound sense of self-reliance, which can sometimes be perceived as stubbornness or resistance to collaboration. Their strong independence and self-sufficiency lead them to prefer handling tasks and solving problems on their own rather than seeking help from others. Picture someone who is so accustomed to managing every aspect of their life solo that they hesitate to delegate or accept assistance, even when it might be beneficial. This deep-rooted independence is a core trait of Sigma males, driving them to trust their own abilities and judgments over those of others. However, this can create friction in collaborative environments or relationships where teamwork and shared effort are essential. Their reluctance to rely on others or to compromise on their personal methods can be misinterpreted as a lack of flexibility or an unwillingness to collaborate. Navigating this balance between self-reliance and effective collaboration becomes a key challenge, as Sigma males work to maintain their independence while also engaging productively with others. Number 16. Sigma males often face the difficulty of being misunderstood or mischaracterized due to their nonconformist tendencies and introspective nature. Their preference for solitude and deep thought can lead others to perceive them as enigmatic or inaccessible, even though they are simply following their own path. Imagine a person who, due to their quiet and independent demeanor, is often misinterpreted by others who may not fully grasp the depth of their character or intentions. Sigma males are often content with their own company and may not always express their thoughts or emotions openly, leading to a perception of aloofness or detachment. This misunderstanding can create barriers in social and professional interactions, where their true intentions and capabilities might not be fully recognized or appreciated. Their challenge lies in bridging the gap between their inner world and the external perceptions, striving to communicate effectively and ensure that their genuine qualities and contributions are understood by those around them. Thank you for your attention. You can now become a member of the channel by clicking the Join button under this video.